Bradford City is at home for Valley Parade. Woo, 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 woo. You may be thinking, what? It's not the season yet. No. Pre-season, baby. Our only pre-season game at the new, M-Bank Valley Parade, as we'll get to check out. We'll get so many new things to check out. New stadium, new shirt, new players. Well, not actually a new stadium, but like new stadium name. New seats, there's new seats in the stand. I'm so excited. And anyway, pre-season, Wednesday night, which is obviously tonight because it's Wednesday, we're actually playing against Preston, which isn't actually, it's okay, Preston's a decent championship club, but what's even more exciting, Graham Alexander was a massive legend for Preston. In fact, put how many times he played for Preston on the screen. Yeah, he's a legend for Preston. However, their assistant manager, Stuart McCall, is obviously a massive legend for Bradford City, so two legends for the opposite team. It should be super fun and I'm excited. We also have a couple of trialists. I wonder if they'll be playing. We've got 4 trialists plus a Nick Powell. One of the trialists is called Reece James, another's called Aaron Lewis, another's Reece Welch, and another I can't remember the last guy's name. I think it's Ben Summer. Oh, I do not remember. But yeah, again, I'm excited to check them out because I've not really seen them. The highlights, you don't really see much of the plays, you just see the highlights. So yeah, I am super excited for this afternoon. I'm probably more excited for like a typical league game. But yeah, Alexander has said he's treating it like a league game. I am hoping though every player does get a lot of minutes on the pitch against the championship side, obviously. And usually I would put a forfeit on for the match in the previous video. Now, in my previous match day vlog, not only has it not come out yet, because I am going to be prioritising the 26-27 campaign over the 25-26 campaign. I'll be saving the last match day vlogs from then to for when, if I have a little chance to edit. But I have quite a few holiday vlogs I'm prioritising. I'm also prioritising these actual the 26-27 match day. Let's see how what tune we can get. But yeah, should be fun. Anyway, what am I trying to say? So yeah, so usually I would put a forfeit on the match, and I am going to put a forfeit on the match today. Now, usually it'd be in the previous video, but I'm gonna say if it's a draw, specifically if it's a draw, I will add both Graham Alexander and Stuart McCall to Preston to play in a midfield together, and I have to win a match with them. So it's something simple, something easy. It is pre-season after all. That's only if we draw. I think we're going to win. I think I predicted we're going to win. I cannot remember. Put my prediction on screen, please. But yeah, come on, say. I think we can do something good today.
Okay, we are here, and I think the starting 11 is strong. The only thing I am worried about is that Sartovic in the box, but I don't think he has enough to do it. But definitely won't be able to do that all season long for 90 minutes. But let's see how it turns out. Beasley dribbled past 2 before laying it back to Swan, who then buried it past the Preston keeper. 10 minutes in, and City are on 1-0. It's a good start, this. It is a very good start. Connolly is looking down. It doesn't look serious, but probably just like something wrong with his ankle. I presume he is back up and walking, so that's good. I haven't really seen much of him, if I'm going to be honest. He's not been amazing. Kind of worrying. Now, box-to-box captain had a chance to make it 2-0 and narrowly put it wide. It should have realistically gone in though. Shame. Half-time here, and I think both teams are pretty evenly matched. Now, I don't know whether obviously Preston have put out their strong side 11 or if it is a rotating side. Obviously, we have put probably our strongest 11 out, give or take. But yeah, now, a couple of things to do. I don't think Beasley's been that good. Like I said, I don't think Beasley's been that great. Yes, the first goal, but actually as a striker, I don't think he's got the confidence. And then crossing wise, Murphy, Point and Kyrie, they're all just not crossing. It is a little disheartening. He's trying to force it through the middle. It just works, but we do need to cross too. Yeah. Interesting. They ran past the defence and they killed it just over Walker's head from a very close distance. It's officially 1-1. Like I said, I think both teams are quite balanced, but Preston are really starting to step up. So, but yeah, still got 40 minutes left. So let's carry on and hopefully get at least another goal. Short corner followed by a couple of crosses, a couple of headers, and some bad defending. It's officially put Preston 2-1 up. City now have to dig themselves out of the hole they dig themselves into. You would imagine subs will be coming soon, with it being nearly 60th minute. Playing forward. Tyree. Sartovic. Up to Swan. Swan to his feet. Pass back. No, back Swan. And free kick to the City. Tyree goes for the shot and the Preston defender taps it in for him, scoring an own goal. It is officially 2-0 now. Oh, there we go. Offside. We're alright until they were offside, which is the majority of most offsides, let's be honest. Okay, lots and lots of subs we've just made. We've got Powell, we've got Phillips, we've got Cartwright, we've got 2 trialists, we've got Jackson. They've all entered the pitch now. Can they do it to secure the win for City? Have a look. Can the 2 trialists and Powell earn a contract for City? Who knows? 79th minute, Tyreek and Nerfil off our 2 wing backs, and on comes Humphries and Oscar Lund, which is pretty big for us. If you know, you know. The man who isn't actually a City player has just scored, penciling himself a new contract for the Bantams. Well done, Nick Powell, making it 3-2. We're back in lead. Oh, there we go. Humphries on the ball. He's passed it. Here comes a cross. Oh, good interception by the Preston.
Hello, welcome to the after party, or whatever you want to say. It's not quite the outro because there is a lot to yabber about. Starting off with, so obviously this isn't the first pre-season game, it is the first pre-season game I've been to this pre-season. However, for every game this season, no matter what, there'll be a card. But like, because I'm trying to I make ultimate team cards for each game. If Bradford City win, we get the card. If Bradford City lose, the other team get the card. And if it's a draw, both teams get the card. So, because when I don't go to them, the only cards that are eligible are bronze cards. So there are quite a few bronze cards we need to dish out. First off is this one. It is the trialist from when we went away at FC United of Manchester. And yeah, obviously a really dodgy picture because I didn't know who the trialist was. I can't remember who it actually is, to be honest. But yeah, so yeah, centre back. He scored the equaliser in that match, and yeah, 47 rated, not very good. And as you can see, there is no nation on there because I don't know where he's from. So yeah, that is. And then the next one, 10 ratings higher. The bronze cards do very much deviate. I'm giving it to Harry Robertson. He came on, he scored, he looked quite good. This was when we travelled to Halifax and we won 6-1. And he said, yeah, 57 rated. Now, see, I've given him quite a high card because I don't expect him to get probably any more bronze cards this season. Maybe, maybe not. So he has received quite a high bronze card there. Whereas when other players who I think are probably more likely to get bronze cards are going to get low rated card because you can only have a new rule this season. I don't know if I followed it last year. Yeah, but the new rule this season is a player can only have 1 card per rating. Okay, the next one we actually lost when we went to Accrington. It was a 1-0 defeat for City, so Accrington get the card. Essentially, our only League 2 card of the season. We'll have to wait till the Salford match, but he scored a goal, a decent goal, fought past our defence and slipped it into the net. And he said, I believe his name's Charlie Brown, 55 rated. I actually think it's probably quite a realistic card. And the next one, I have been quite harsh with this, but it was for the Austrian pre-season friendly. Will Swan scored a brace, a brilliant penalty, and I think a Trivella for that second goal. So yeah, Will Swan at 52 rated, but I do expect Will Swan to get quite a few cards. Like I say, it's quite a tough and unlucky card, but
Yeah, and I think, to be honest, if I don't really know who to give it to, the ratings will be a lot lower. And also, the rule, actually, in your the rule was you can't get the same rating. Well, we're going to try and make it so every player gets the rating has to be higher than the last one. Okay, let's actually get on to the Preston match now. We've gone through all the 4 cards for the other 4 pre-season friendlies. There will be one for the Preston game, but yeah, but that'll come a bit later. There's quite a lot of things I've actually taken away. So Beasley, I want to start with Jake Beasley, our newest number 9. Can he replace Andy Cook? From what I've seen, probably not. No, he did not look like a striker. A few chances where, to be honest, I think he should have gone for goal, and I think he probably should have scored, but he didn't. He didn't even shoot. I mean, it was an amazing assist for the first goal. A nice dribble, cut inside, played it off to Will Swan. But then he kept trying to play it off to someone. He didn't shoot. And I just don't think he had that confidence and that presence of a striker. Obviously, I do think if he gets a goal, that'll help with it. But I'm not so sure on Beasley. Crossing. Just the word crossing. Didn't seem to happen. Tyreek Wright, Bobby Point and Josh Nerthel all got into boxes where, to be honest, we could have crossed. They didn't. They tried them passing. The only one I think who had a real cross was Pennington and Bobby, but then Bobby's cross were, to be honest, more of a shot. So, Connolly looked kind of mid in that holding role. Good delivery on a free kick. I don't expect him to start this season. I really don't, if I'm going to be completely honest. Sass didn't contribute anything, obviously. We said in the lineup. I'm not sure how he'll cope with that box-to-box. I don't think he contributed anything defensively. However, I do think he will start at the start of the season. He will start in that box-to-box role over some other players, because I think Alexander wants to fit him in to be the captain, but I don't think he can play 90 minutes. So Powell and Aaron Lewis. So if you don't know, Nick Powell, Aaron Lewis, and Reece Welch are all trialists. Even though Nick Powell played for us last season, they still haven't given him a contract yet. So I think Powell and Aaron Lewis definitely should have contract. Powell scored, and Aaron Lewis really did seem to look good in that box-to-box role when he replaced Sarcevic. And then Reece Welch, I'm not sure on. I wouldn't be fussed if he did or didn't give him one. He's that centre back. I don't think I saw enough of him to be completely decisive like the other two. So the card for me is it was between 2 players. It was between Toure and Swan. Swan, some really good efforts attacking wise. Toure, I think, really controlled the game. I'm going to give it to Toure. Swan got the card last year, so I don't. And I'm giving him this World Summit. I can't remember the exact name, but it's Summit World. But yeah, and I'm going to use this card for players who are different nationalities. So there's only one nationality per player. Because obviously, when we go watch a match, it can be a special card. So only one nationality for each can be used. So I'm using Gambia because Toure does represent Gambia. And yeah, so he gets that card, 84 rated. A centre back, because that is where he played. I think that will probably be where he plays this season, if I'm going to be completely honest, unless Tyreek Wright gets an injury. So yeah, and I thought, to be honest, he really did just control the game, offered a lot defensively, and yeah. Oscar Long came and played right wing back, which was strange because the centre back Oscar Long is our newest, one of our. I think the player who City have promoted, but and like I said, when I made a short about him, I said whenever I see him live, the forfeit will be, because every new player now has a forfeit. So whenever I see him live, the forfeit will be that whatever the amount of likes is, I have to score goals with him. Well, you got 5 likes on there, so I have to score 5 goals with Oscar Long. And very strangely, he did play right wing back or left wing back. Left wing back to replace Tyreek. And now players who wasn't there. Lapsley and Joe Wright weren't there. Lapsley has apparently picked up an injury, and Joe Wright is still injured, apparently, before the Austrian trip. So I think Lapsley poked him in the eye, and which caused him to miss the Austrian trip and miss this week. Ibbotson also wasn't there. which I find really weird. I really want Ibbotson to break into the team this year, but at the moment it's not looking like so. And Zach Caddy wasn't there, but he played in the night before when Bradford City FC, I think Bradford City 11 took on Park Avenue, which is kind of like the youth team, and Zach Caddy played in that match. No forfeit from the match as we won. So obviously I said at the beginning, draw. We didn't. We managed to win 3-2. Yeah, and let's rank it. We've still got the ranking from last season. However, I've changed it. Basically, instead of doing it off a rating system where each game is a different rating, we're doing it where we're just ranking each team, which is better, which is worse. So, it was a good match, but it was a pre-season friendly. Obviously, I signed a different seat. So, let me have a think. So on here I've got Barnsley away at 9th. I think it will probably worse than that. Oof. I'm going to go in between Exeter City at home from last season and Reading away also from last season. Because, yeah, we won and it was a nice game, but there wasn't, because it was pre-season friendly, didn't have that same thing. But we managed to. I think it's a bit harsh, but I'm happy putting it 15th. If I'm going to be completely honest, I really am. And it looks so weird because it's pre-season. Instead of putting 25, 26, I've just simply put 26 because it is the pre-season of 26. So yeah, Preston usually gets to go in this yellow category. 15th, looking good. Now, the next game I'm not going to Salford away, which is our last pre-season friendly. I am, however, going to the cup game, I believe, which I don't actually think it's been confirmed yet. They've not played yet, whether we have Rochdale or Tranmere in the cup. I think that we find when we play Salford, they play each other. So, if we lose against either team, I will create a club on FC called Rochmere, combination of both of them, and I have to get 3 wins in a row for that video series to end. So yeah, that is everything, and I look forward to it. I look forward to the season. I mean, there's still a couple of questions like, is Beasley really going to be good enough for us? That midfield still kind of worries me. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Make sure to like and subscribe for more. Bye.